Tonight on CTV3 News, local fireman arrested on drug charges in the Orange Walk district. Corozal Sugarcane Producers Association mobilizes against fusarium threat. Ministry of Health responds to claims of neglect at Northern Regional Hospital. And Panton versus Barrow tensions rise as UDP divides over control of party headquarters. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Wednesday, October 30th, 2024. Good evening. With your news also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. On Tuesday, October 29th, law enforcement officials arrested a 40-year-old man from the Orange Walk district on charges of possessing controlled substances. The individual, identified as Nelson Balan, a local fireman, was taken into custody after a police search warrant was executed at his residence around 6:15 p.m. Upon the police's arrival, Balan was observed fleeing into a room and attempting to dispose of 2 transparent plastic bags. The officers successfully retrieved these bags, which were found to contain suspected cannabis. Following this initial discovery, a further search of Balan's premises led to the recovery of 2 additional small transparent bags containing suspected cannabis, as well as 1 transparent bag with suspected cocaine. The suspected cannabis was weighed at 24 grams, approximately 0.84 ounces, while the cocaine weighed in at 0.72 grams, 0.025 ounces. Balan was subsequently arraigned in court, where he pleaded guilty to the charges against him. He was fined $1,200 along with additional court costs. Earlier this week, a family from here in Orange Walk raised concern over the treatment they received at the Northern Regional Hospital, as they claimed their child was provided with timely attention following an injury. The child's father reported that his son had slipped and hit his face, resulting in a deep cut between his eyebrows that bled profusely and required stitches. Despite arriving at the hospital more than half an hour after his wife, who had brought their son in, no one had attended to the boy. Frustrated and concerned, the father decided to take his son to a private medical facility for attention. Today, the Ministry of Health and Wellness issued a release acknowledging the concerns raised regarding the family's experience at the Northern Regional Hospital. According to the release, the child sought medical attention for a forehead injury on October 28, 2024, and while the parents reported that there was an extended wait time, claiming the child was unattended for 1 hour and 15 minutes, the release states that surveillance footage shows differently. The ministry adds that the child, in the company of his mother, entered the emergency department triage room at 2:56 p.m. The child, aged 7, was promptly evaluated by the triage staff and categorized as a priority case, and it was noted that there was no active bleeding or altered consciousness, and the wound had been bandaged at school. Based on the ministry's account, only 22 minutes after their arrival, the regional health manager was alerted to the complaint about the wait time, and a senior hospital officer was tasked to investigate, and by 3:36 p.m., it was observed that the child had left the hospital. In ending, the ministry highlights its assurance to the public that the accident and emergency room follows a precise triage system to ensure patients receive appropriate and timely care. At this time, Belize's premier industry is facing a serious threat which has the potential to wreak havoc on the entire industry. For several weeks, the northern industry has been keeping a close eye on cases of Fusarium, the fungal disease which causes wilting and yellowing of sugar cane. The Sugar Industry Research and Development Institute is diligently managing the situation with support from other stakeholders, including the millers. Today we spoke to Chairman of the Corozal Sugarcane Producers Association, Vladimir Pok, about this ongoing threat and what the association is doing to help its farmers who are considered the most affected.
It's something that, as an industry, we have been observing that since more than a month, almost 2 months ago. Some reports from some farmers um, towards CIRDI and also towards ASR. Um, what we have been doing is mostly monitoring because we did not know what was happening with the cane, of the yellowing of the cane. We thought since we went through a drought, well, that was the effect. So we thought, but then when CIRDI and ASR will chip in with technical persons, and we have to give thanks to CIRDI and also to ASR to bring people from abroad, to give that have experience, to give some light to what is happening to the cane, and some studies that were sent abroad to be sampled. Well, it came as fusarium, right? And up to this point, it is only the monitoring and the data gathering for us to determine what to do as an industry, since it's something that not only the CACPA or any other stakeholder can tackle by itself. It's something that the experts have said it's a collaborative effort that we need to do, and I think that is what we have to depend on CIRDI and ASR as stakeholders, right? Their guidance towards what we will do as an whole industry.
Without an exact figure to indicate the extent of how many farmers are currently affected, Pok says the industry needs to come together to fight this threat as best as possible.
At this point in time, there is a team that was deployed last week to gather data, right? It was not specifically only for producers or northern or no association, right? It was efforts done in various areas to gather the data. At this point in time, yes, we can pinpoint, but it was more strategically taken. Those points where those samples were taken, and yet they need we need to verify where those points were, so as we to know the damage in the association, right? It's data that the technical people will give us to have a more in-depth insight to the damage of each association level. It's more inviting all stakeholders, to let us forget our differences and join to have this fusarium. There are many things to fusarium. There's also the transporting of cane, which will be an issue from a clean field and coming to a truck with infected canes, and that will be a little challenge. So I think we need to get together and unite us to one cause.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Mr. Pook, for your time and for the interview.
Sure.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
ASR has indicated its intention to start the 2025 crop season as early as December 9th. This, according to Pok, may pose a challenge, putting into consideration the fusarium outbreak and the weather.
Every year, there's a data that is thrown out there, looking at what the experts said, right, in regards to the fusarium. There's a time that we should set to have a start of crop to try to mill all canes that might have not been so damaged, right? The ones that the cycle of the year comes that we have to to deliver those cans. So it is based on their advice also to try to mill all available cans. As an industry and as chairman of the association, who wouldn't want to start the crop early? But it is something that as stakeholders we need to decide, right? Of course, the factor of rain is one, and also the factor of quality is another, right? So there are various things that we have to consider before saying it's too early of a crop to start or it's too late for a crop to start. As you can see, there's too much rain, right? And that is the first concern. There's cane that was left out and some that the fusarium has been attacking, right? Some of pests also that we normally have has been attacking more aggressively. And the other concern will be quality, right? It is something that the fusarium, the damage that it does inside the stock of cane is something that is irreversible, no matter what you do, right? Once it's in there, it's in there. That is what the experts have said. And it will damage the cane. And once you damage the cane, it will damage quality, right? As you well said in your previous question, what the percentage of the association has been damaged, that is something we need to gather to see what's the future of this coming crop.
It's this outbreak, the announcement of record sugarcane price this week, according to Puck, brings a mix of relief and concern for farmers as they prepare for the upcoming season.
The payment came high, as you well said, no, a record high. It is very good for our farmers, no? At least we have seen the last 3 years with these record-breaking amounts, which is very good, no? They are getting out of debt. It's sad to see at this moment the cane fields, no, with this fusarium, and I can imagine they have been thinking the high prices are now with us with less yields, what would be the future for them? But it was well received. No, I think that they are very happy. I have received various comments. No, that it would be nice if it would continue this way. Right?
Tonight, the incessant back and forth between two opposing sides of the UDP continues. At this time, the interim leader of the party, Tracy Panton, holds control of the party's headquarters and Youth for the Future drive in Belize City. Her side of the party gained control of the entire building earlier this week. Today, the opposition leader, Shine Barrow, issued yet another release under the name of the UDP, condemning what it calls the, quote, criminal takeover of the headquarters by the Alliance for Democracy Party, led by Tracy Panton, John Saldivar, and the Alliance thugs, who forcefully took possession of the UDP property, committing crimes on live television, end quote. In the release, the Barrows faction of the UDP calls the actions by the Alliance for Democracy significantly corrupt with no respect for our country's judiciary and the rule of law. The release also calls out the Commissioner of Police, Chester Williams, who they claim failed to protect against these unlawful acts. The release further adds, and we quote, "We are reliably informed that he conceded as much publicly that his instructions to the police was for them to do nothing, despite the police report filed by UDP Deputy Party Chairman, despite live video of Panton and Saldivar operatives breaking and entering the UDP offices, despite admitting to the press that the Alliance needed a court order to take possession of our property," end quote. In ending, the UDP says that it has retained legal counsel to proceed immediately with court action to put an end to the unlawful occupation of its headquarters, adding, "The UDP is confident that the judiciary is the peaceful and democratic way to right wrongs of Panton-Saldivar Alliance," end quote. Coming up next, New World screwworm cases confirmed in Guatemala, Belize on high alert.
This plan, I can't leave this plan. Smart Belize!
Hey there, smart thinkers! We're turbocharging your mobile experience with Smart's powered up postpaid plans. Imagine a world where your data speed flows faster than ever, Well, guess what? We've cranked up the dial and unleashed the postpaid power of Smart's lightning-fast LTE data on all our postpaid plans. That's right, no speed bumps, more data. It's like having a limitless highway of data speed at your fingertips. Whether you're a Lone Ranger with an individual plan or a squad rolling with a group plan, everyone gets to surf, stream, and share at enhanced, full, high-quality speed. Switch to Smart's powered-up postpaid plans today and ride the wave of postpaid power. Visit any Smart showroom or smart-bz.com for details and make your mobile experience smarter and faster. Smart, bringing people together.
I know I can't let this plan. I can't let this plan.
In a significant public health and agricultural alarm, Guatemala confirmed 2 cases of New World screwworm in bovines located around Los Almates, Izabal, just 44 miles from the Belize-Guatemala southern border. This announcement has prompted the Belize Agricultural Health Authority, Baja, to elevate the risk level of the parasite's potential entry into Belize to extremely high. The New World screwworm is a highly prolific parasite capable of infesting all mammals, including humans. Its presence poses a grave threat to health, safety, food security, and the livelihoods of those involved in the agricultural sector. The parasite has gained a foothold in Central America, primarily due to the illegal movement of animals across borders, raising serious concerns for Belize's agricultural integrity. In light of this escalating threat, Baja has issued guidelines to help prevent the introduction of a New World screwworm into Belize. Producers, transporters, and the general public are urged to take immediate and decisive action. 1. All animals should be inspected frequently for signs of infestation. 2. It is crucial to carry out preventative treatments on all animal wounds, which includes dehorning, treating nibbles on newborns, and addressing any wounds from activities like ear tagging, tail docking, castration, and branding. 3. Producers must promptly notify Baja of any live animals exhibiting lesions or wounds with visible larvae or maggots. And 4. Animals with wounds must not be transported to prevent the potential spread of the parasite. Baja has emphasized the need for collective responsibility among Belizeans to safeguard the country from this invasive parasite. Stakeholders have been given resources to report suspected larval infestations. Individuals can contact Baja's Animal Health Department at 302-1388 in Orange Walk, 824-4872 in Central Farm, or send a text to 670-7003. For those seeking further information, the Animal Health Department can be reached via email at animalhealth@baja.org.bz or by phone. As Belize stands on the brink of potential infestation, officials urge all citizens to remain vigilant and proactive to ensure that the New World screwworm does not disrupt Belize's agricultural stability and public health. Authorities pledge to keep the public informed as the situation develops, while encouraging cooperation among all sectors to prevent what could become a severe agricultural crisis. In a significant escalation of diplomatic tensions, the Republic of China's China Foreign Minister issued a strong call on Friday for Guatemala to sever its diplomatic ties with the Republic of China, Taiwan. This statement comes as Taiwan's foreign minister began an official visit to several Central American and Caribbean nations that presently maintain official relations with Taipei. The timing of these remarks appear carefully coordinated as Taiwan's foreign minister seeks to bolster ties with its Central American allies against the backdrop of increasing Chinese influence in the region. This latest round of diplomatic maneuvering reflects the ongoing geopolitical struggle between the self-governing island of Taiwan, often regarded as a beacon of democracy in the region, and the People's Republic of China, which has been actively working to isolate Taiwan on the international stage. In a joint press conference held yesterday, Taiwan's foreign minister, who is currently here in Belize, along with his diplomatic corps, addressed concerns about the potential loss of diplomatic allies.
I think for our relations with Guatemala, we already achieved a lot in terms of cooperation in areas such as infrastructure construction, agriculture, education, yeah, among many other areas. So we want to develop partnership with like-minded nations. So Taiwan is a force for good. We want to participate so as to contribute more to the international society. So Chinese style of warrior wolf does not earn respect from international society. So, and I think it's up to Guatemala to decide its diplomatic relationship. So we also are very confident on our relationship with Guatemala. And I worry about that. Yeah, I just take an example. After Honduras established its diplomatic relations with people of the Republic of China, the industry of white stream has declined, even I think bankrupt. But we are helping Brazil to develop your streams in the fishery industry. So I think any exchange between parties or societies, yeah, it's not in open society. We will not worry about that, and we will try our best to strengthen our relationship with our allies and partners.
Guatemala is one of the few nations in Latin America that continues to recognize Taiwan as an independent entity rather than succumbing to the pressures exerted by China, which claims Taiwan as its territory. As such, the Guatemalan government has found itself at the center of this diplomatic tug-of-war, leading to speculation about its future course of action. The People's Diabetes Foundation is inviting community members to lace up their shoes and join in a unique glow-in-the-dark walk this Friday at 6 p.m. in recognition of Diabetes Month, which is celebrated annually throughout November. The event aims to raise awareness about diabetes and its impact on the Belizean population, encouraging open dialogue about this critical health issue. Participants of all ages are welcome and no prior registration is required. The walk will kick off from the front of the Corozal Town Council, where participants can gather to light up the night while promoting awareness for diabetes.
We bring awareness, prevention, education, and support to those living with diabetes and non-living with diabetes. So everyone is welcome to come to our office. And November is Diabetes Awareness Month, so to start off the month, we are having our Glow in the Dark walk here in Corozal.
And where it's going to start and end, and how can people get involved?
Okay, we are, this is this Friday, 1st of November, in front of Town Hall, 6 p.m. Glow sticks will be provided to all participants. Okay, everybody is welcome. You can do it virtually if you like to walk with us virtually. It's welcome. And then we do have another walk, so if they cannot come to Corozal, probably they can go to Orange Walk, because on Saturday we'll be having also a glow in the dark in Orange Walk. 6 p.m. In front of the Town Hall also.
All right, and then your message to everybody in regards of diabetes.
Okay, inviting everyone, Corozal, neighboring villages to come and support People's Diabetes Foundation in bringing a voice to diabetes.
And last question for me, why do you do this work?
Um,
According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, diabetes has consistently ranked as one of the top 5 leading causes of death in Belize, with it being the 3rd leading cause in 2019, highlighting the importance of the work done by the People's Diabetes Foundation to support Belizeans living with this condition, as emphasized by Ariela Gonzalez, the office manager of the foundation.
What we do here in the office, we try to help people as much as we can. Newly diagnosed, we let's say we do lend them a monitor, give them a monitor as a donation. And what motivates me more is that when people come in and they come with high numbers, and then at the end of the, let's say the tracking, week tracking, when they come back, their numbers are much better. That's what the satisfaction we got from helping people that come in, let's say newly diagnosed.
For more information on how you can get involved with the Glow in the Dark Walk, call 624-4476 or 620-8876. Corozal Town Belize Radical Center RCC, a 100% Belizean company dedicated to enhancing employment opportunities in the community, took significant steps today in their mission to attract local talent. Setting up in the bustling Corozal Central Park, RCC officials engage with the public, offering immediate job opportunities to individuals who meet their recruitment criteria.
Estamos acá en Corozal. Invitamos a todas las personas que quieran unirse a nuestra gran campaña buscando un empleo. Nosotros estamos acá en el Parque Central de Corozal y hemos venido acá para que todas las personas, aparte de saber de nuestra empresa, también puedan conseguir un empleo, ya que ahora, ya que viene Navidad, mucha gente está buscando un ingreso adicional y nosotros estamos acá para podérselo cumplir. Esos sueños que usted tenga de comprar algo, en especial para alguien o para sus hijos, puede venir con nosotros a aplicar. La ventaja es que nosotros aquí nomasito estamos en Orange Walk, donde usted puede visitar nuestras instalaciones y puede venir con mucho gusto, nosotros los atendemos. Nosotros vamos a estar acá en el Parque Central desde hasta como a las 2:30 de la tarde, donde nosotros les podemos hacer una pequeña entrevista y lo único que buscamos es que usted tenga ya sea Customer Service Experience or any type of sales experience, so you can join with us. Ahorita la comunidad necesita mucha gente trabajadora para poder ejercer y para poder crecer en una carrera profesional. Así que por acá los esperamos. One of the benefits that I can tell you is that we were one of the pioneers when it comes to the call center industry. We have 17 years working with all people all over the country because we have different branches. We have grown as a company. We have branches in Belize City, we have in Dangriga, we have in Cayo, and we have right here in Orange Walk, we have 2 buildings. So that's the main purpose of us, is to people to have credibility of what they're going to get paid. Of course, they can get paid based on experience as well. So we do offer that stability. There's a lot of bonus structure when it comes to sales department. You can also get adherence bonus. If you, just for you meeting your regular shift, you're getting more money on your pocket. So we are a reliable company that you can trust on.
In an effort to bolster their workforce, RCC aims to hire 50 new employees from Corozal by Monday, November 4, 2024. The recruitment drive today sought to identify energetic and skilled individuals ready to embark on a career with RCC. For those interested in applying or seeking further information, RCC invites potential candidates to reach out via their Facebook page. And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
We're calling it a multi-purpose park because it will have a variety of services and amenities. So right to my left here will be a state-of-the-art parking lot. Immediately in front of that, in 2 acres, we will have a hotel and convention center. Then on this side here, it's going to be recreational areas. On the northeast side, we're going to have an amphitheater for musicians so that persons visiting could have high quality entertainment with our well-known artists in Dangriga.
With this project, it gives the community an opportunity to work, to invest, to grow. More revenues for the town council. That means more streets, more drains, more parks, more playgrounds. The economy grows.
All of us have collaborated on making this a reality, and certainly this will have a huge impact in terms of employment, in terms of quality of life.
This evening when we're looking at the park and the multi-purpose use of this park, this green area, and convert it to a park, again it has to do with people, that they could bring people together.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness has received equipment to support the improvement of primary care. These equipments were procured through the Belize COVID-19 response project with funding support from the World Bank. The equipment, which includes infant meters and pulse oximeters, will be distributed to the primary care facilities countrywide. The bicycles will be used to enhance the work of the community health workers in the villages. In a significant stride towards energy efficiency and sustainability, Honorable Michelle Shabat, Minister of Public Utilities, Energy, Logistics and E-Governance, officially delivered 750 LED bulbs to Honorable Kevin Bernard, Area Representative for Orange Walk East, on October 29, 2024. This initiative aims to enhance energy conservation in local communities and assist residents in lowering their electricity bills. The official handover took place at the ministry's main office in Belmopan, where Minister Shabat highlighted the critical need for transitioning to energy efficiency lighting. LED bulbs, known for consuming significantly less energy than traditional incandescent and compact fluorescent bulbs, promise to aid residents in Orange Walk East by reducing their energy consumption and providing longer-lasting lighting solutions. Honorable Kevin Bernard expressed his gratitude for this support, noting that the LED bulbs will be distributed to the households in this constituency. The distribution of the LED bulbs is part of a broader series of planned events by the Ministry to celebrate Energy Month in November. These bulbs were funded by the European Union under the Light Up Belize project, further emphasizing the collaborative efforts to promote energy efficiency within the nation. As Belize moves towards a more sustainable energy future, initiatives like these showcase the government's ongoing effort to equip communities with the tools they need to reduce energy consumption and promote environmental stewardship. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Thursday, October 31st, here on CTV3 News and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/CTV3BelizeNews or our YouTube channel at CTV3 News BZ. From all of us here at CTV3 News, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.